Today I want to talk about the restraining forces that pull down our resolution, about the challenges that they are in front of us, but we can't feel that they pull us down and we can't achieve our goals. Every individual, every organization struggle, and every successful individual struggle. Why they struggle? They struggle to gain and maintain alignment with the core values, with their ethics, with their principles. Whatever our personal and organizational belief, we all face restraining forces. We all face challenges, opposition, and these sometimes cause us to do things that are contrary to our stated missions and resolutions. We may think that we can change deeply embedded habits simply by making new resolutions or goals. But we have to be careful about this because old habits die hard, and that in spite of good intentions and social or family promises carry over from year to year. Now, we have to be careful because with regards to New Year's resolutions, we often make two mistakes. The first one, we don't have a clear knowledge of ourselves, who we are. We have to sit down and write our values and connect our values to our principle and connect our principles to our priorities. If we don't have these values, we don't write these values, we don't know ourselves. In this case, our habits become easily our identity, and to resolve to change a habit is to threaten our security and threaten our comfort zone. And in this time, at that moment, we fail to see that we are not our habits. We can break our habits. We can break our old bad habits. We need not to be a victim of conditions. We can write our own script and control our life. And the second mistake that we do, that we don't have a clear picture, a clear image, a clear vision in front of us of where we want to go. Therefore, our resolves are easily uprooted and we then get discouraged and we give up. We don't want to do anything. A new habit can be created by the combination of three elements. First one is the desire. Desire is about me, about my passion to do something, and knowledge, about getting knowledge and education about this habit, know about this habit. And the skill, the third element, is to be trained to train yourself to do this habit. So if we combine these three elements, desire, knowledge and skill, we can create a new habit. However, breaking an old habit requires overcoming the pull of the past, those powerful restraining forces of habit, custom and culture, to bring about desired change. We want to put in our mind that we want to change and count the costs and rally the necessary resources. Breaking deeply embedded habits such procrastination, bad-mouthing, overeating, oversleeping involve more than a little wishing and willpower. Often our resolve is not enough. We need to be aware. And when I read the book by Stephen Covey, he said, and he was talking about these three forces. And it was so comprehensive. I thought, well, he put everything that comes as restraining forces under these three forces. These powerful restraining forces pull down any resolution or initiatives. And among these forces are appetites and passion, the first one. Second, pride and pretension. And third one is aspiration and ambition. We can overcome these restraining forces by making and keeping the following three resolutions. So we want to start putting resolution so we can overcome these forces. The first one, to overcome the restraining forces of appetite and passion, I resolve to exercise self-discipline, because our bodies they are ecosystems, and if our economic or physical side is off balance, all other systems are affected. We talked about how to balance our life, how to balance all the aspects of our life, and our body is very important, the appetite and passion, how we can balance this in our goals. In the previous YouTube video, I talked about how to balance the goals. But now, let's take an example. Many of us succumb to the longing of extra sleep. We want to sleep and to rest. How many times do you set an alarm or set your mind to get up early? Get up early for Salat al-Fajr, and then we want to continue our day to achieve our goals. Knowing all the things you have to do in the morning, anxious to get the day organized, and to have a calm breakfast, to have a peaceful preparation before leaving for work, even if you are working from home. But when the alarm goes off, your good resolves dissolve. It's a battle of mind versus mattress, and often the mattress wins. What a difference if you organize your day the night before you go to bed. This is the solution. Self-discipline. Sit down before you go to bed, a night before you go to bed, and organize your day, the next day, and keep your attention focused on high-value tasks. Successful people are those who work all the time on high-value tasks. Put your vision in front of you and work on the high task. That's how you put the successful image in front of you and you get yourself motivated. And the second resolution to overcome this force, the restraining force of pride and pretension. I resolve to work on character and competence. When you are living in harmony with your core values and principles, you can be straightforward, you can be honest, you can be upfront, and you walk the talk. You do whatever you preach. So you connect your principles to your work. Much of the world is image conscious, and the social mirror now in this era of the social media is powerful in creating our sense of who we are. The pressure to appear powerful, successful, and fashionable, influential causes some people to become manipulative. And certainly, we should be interested in the opinions and perception of others so that we might be more effective with them. But we should be careful about this. We should refuse to accept their opinions as facts and then act or react accordingly. And the third resolution is to overcome the restraining forces of unbridled aspiration and ambition. Ambition is good, but it's not good to be, over in our ambition. So I resolve to dedicate my talents and resources to noble purposes and to provide service to others. The ethical person looks at every economic transaction, every work you do as a test of his or her moral stewardship. That's why humility is the mother of all other virtues, because it promotes trust between me and my people. Then everything else that is good will work through you. But if you get into pride, into my will, my agenda, my wants, then this is double standard, this is double-mindedness. Having two conflicts and internal civil war often break out into war with others. The opposite of double-mindedness is self-unity and integrity. You have to be honest with people, honest with ourselves and honest with people as well. We have to achieve this integrity through dedication of ourselves to selfless service of others. Making and keeping these three universal resolutions will accelerate our self-development and potentially increase our influence with others. I wish you all the best with your resolutions.